David Michael Bradley, and the highest rank I got was Lieutenant Commander, retired as a Lieutenant Commander. Well, it's interesting. I'll start out by saying I never went through boot camp. I started off in NROTC at the University of New Mexico in 1960. And unfortunately, my grades were, well, it was a party school. And I didn't have the maturity that I really should have had at that time. So I lasted 1 year in NROTC and then went into, basically went into the reserves at that point. Would be the summer of 1961, I had the opportunity to take a cruise on the USS Boston, and I found out what a holy stone was on teakwood decks, etc. And figured at that time, well, it probably would be much better to attain a higher rank and not have to scrub decks the rest of my life. I stayed in the reserves, was on a reserve training ship on the Great Lakes. We sailed all around the Great Lakes. I was a quartermaster, got up to second-class quartermaster. The ship was the USS Hollidaysburg, PCS 1385. Some of the people may remember the coastal minesweeper hull. And by the way, it was the same type of ship that John Wayne had as the Wild Goose. There were so many interesting things that went on, training junior quartermasters on the little ship, 136-foot PCS. We had 5 officers and 50 enlisted, very close-knit group of people. And everybody had been in that unit for years. At that time, when they had naval districts, they sent a lieutenant commander to inspect us from the 4th Naval District. So he called us to general quarters, and in like a minute, everybody reports manned and ready, because they'd been doing this for years, and they knew. And so he actually did that a couple of times over this weekend, and on the Saturday, and you know, we were getting kind of tired of it. So the CO, who was kind of a neat guy, said to the crew, just stand by, we may have a drill later in the evening. Well, at about 0100, the CO had an abandoned ship drill. Only he didn't say it was a drill. We all knew it was a drill, but there was one fellow on the ship that didn't know it was a drill. Well, of course, everybody was all ready and everything, and this guy, poor Lieutenant Commander out of 4th Naval District, was just very excited. And then we calmed it down. And later, I think on Sunday when we got back in, somebody in the wardroom bought him a drink. But I started off on that ship actually as a very junior, brand new 3rd-class quartermaster.